Hello everybody, it's Mick from Jester Bushcraft, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how I made my DIY thermal blackout blinds for my mini campervan. Right, so for those of you that have got the Amdro camper conversion, you'll know it comes with these felt blinds that stick to the windows using these little suckers. Now I've used these several times and they do work, but as you can see there, the light, there's not a perfect fit, and the light does come through, and I have found that these suckers aren't the best and they do tend to flop off a bit, and you wake up in the morning and some of them have come off, but they're okay. But what I'm going to be using for is a template to make the thermal blinds. If you just look at these, let's take it off, you can see there it's only thin stuff, so its thermal properties aren't great, which is why I'm going to be making the thermal blinds. So I'm just going to be using this as a template today. Right, so I've cut out the fluted boarding. I think it's 4mm, this stuff, and you can just see the corrugations in there with the air gap in between, which is going to provide a bit more insulation for us. What it's important to do is just stick some gaffer tape tabs on when you're making these thermal blinds once you've cut out your sheet using the template, because when you fit that into the window and push that into place, that is hopefully going to be a very snug fit, and sometimes it can be so snug that you can't get them back out again, which is why you have to put the tabs on. So I'm going to offer this up to the window now and push it into place and see how well it fits. Right, let's have a look. Right, well that fits quite well. I could have done it a little bit better there, but I'm going to be building this up with several layers, making like a thermal sandwich, and then cover it in black vinyl. So this, I mean, there's play in the roof line in there. This will be taken up, as you'll see later, but that is just pushed in place and that's staying there on its own. So that's good. So I'm quite happy with that. I might just try it on the other side, on the other window, and see if it's should be exactly the same. But then you've got the tabs, and it just pulls away like that, which is why you need the tabs. Luckily, I think that would have been alright, but if it's a really tight fit, you'd have struggled to get that out. You can just get your fingers under there, but just to be on the safe side, it's a good idea to put the tabs on. Okay, so the next stage is to use our fluted board template to then cut out the foil backed bubble wrap. So we'll just line that up as best we can. Oops. Trying to use the straight edges of the foil, so minimal waste. And I'm not going to insult you by showing you how to cut out and use scissors. So now that we've drawn that on there, we can cut that out, and we need two of those. One for that side and one for the other side. Okay, I've cut the foil backed bubble wrap out. So we've now in effect got a sandwich. We've got the bubble wrap, foil back bubble wrap on that side and on that side, with the fluted board in between, creating a sandwich. Now if you've done your research on this stuff, there's thousands of videos saying how to use it, how not to use it. Basically this isn't classed as an insulator. it's classed more as a reflector or a vapour barrier. But this works well when there's an air gap in between, which is why we put the fluted board in between to create that air gap. And any air that's trapped inside there will be kept warm, in theory, by the foil backed bubble wrap. So what we need to do now is we need to seal in this air gap all the way around using gaffer tape to create a sealed unit all the way around. So that's what we're going to do next. Right, there's nothing too exciting about this section of the project. We're literally just going to use little bits of gaffer tape just to tack the 3 sections of the sandwich into place, and then once it's all secure in place, then we can go all the way around sealing the air gap. Right, all sealed all the way around, and you can actually see that there is air trapped in there. I mean, I'm sure that'll seep its way out eventually, but it just shows that it does create a nice air pocket. And of course you've got the fluted board in between, so there's always going to be an air gap in between. But yeah, I'm happy with that. So now all we need to do is just try that up in the window again, ensuring we put our little tabs on, because it's going to start getting a lot more secure and tighter fit, hopefully, and we'll see how that goes. Alright, let's give it a try. Right, first thing I notice, it just fits in with sort of friction. Doesn't need to be held in with anything, so that's exactly what I want, because the shape of this window is sloping out, so it's not easy to trap something in there, but that's worked perfect. You can see there is a little bit of light at the bottom there, but all around here is pretty good. But it's not finished yet. When we put the vinyl material on, you'll see how we combat these little gaps here. But that, I'm really pleased with that. Excellent. Right, we can now move on to the next stage. Okay, the next stage is to fit this sort of vinyl covering. It's like what you use for a tabletop to protect the table. It's only thin. It's like a vinyl side on that side, and it's sort of a furry side on that side. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut an oversized piece, probably by about that much, all the way around, using that as a template again. Cut it out, and you'll see what I do with that later on. And then I cover it in the black vinyl like that. Put these, it's all done with heat glue. Put these little loops on to be able to remove them, because once they're pushed into the windows they can be quite difficult to get out, so it's handy to put these loops on. And then I found if I just put another layer on the back, put this little skirt, it just blocks out any light, and you can see there's no light coming through because of the skirt that just overlaps the rubber seal on the window, and that seems to work really well. In it goes. Simple as that. You can see the light's covered a bit better now with the little skirts over the top and back out with the tab, and they can just be stored in between the cushions on the Andro boot jump in the boot. This is the one on the rear tailgate window. You can see better that's how the blind wedges in to the window void inside the rubber seals, and then the little skirt goes over the top. Little loops to pull it out. And this is where I have my rear view camera, which I just have on a magnet, and I can just position that, and when I want to fit the blind I can just take that out of the way, and the blind just drops out like that. Simple as that. And it just wedges back in place. And all I do is I just store them under there. All the blinds just slide under there. I can slide them in between the cushions like that. All neatly tucked away. So that's pretty much it. That's how we made them, using the foil back bubble wrap and the black vinyl to create the thermal blackout blinds. I hope you found that useful. Hope you got some ideas. If you did, please remember to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.